So at the hearing, the government confirmed for the first time in response to our lawsuit that they will actually be providing a substantive response to CIH's application for a license. We expect that within a couple of weeks. So in light of that, the court moved the hearing to March 6 and gave us permission essentially to reapply for another temporary restraining order. So it was denied without prejudice, and we're cautiously optimistic that the government will do the right thing and act appropriately with respect to this license application. And if they don't, we're going to be back in court shortly to make sure that CIH's rights are protected.
So I want to make sure I understand this too. So originally when you applied for this license, it's similar to a foster care license or under the same umbrella, because this shelter would house teenage girls, minors, who have been rescued from sex trafficking. You have to apply to essentially the social services of the state of California to get this application, and they were stonewalling Children of the Immaculate Heart Charity, correct?
That's right, and there are no beds currently in the state of California for sex trafficked minors. There's one entity that has a provisional license currently, but there are no beds available in the entire state. There are 5,000 women in the city of San Diego alone who are part of this sex trafficking industry annually. The average age of entry is 16. It's an $810 million industry, and it's terribly unfortunate that we have a beautiful home run by amazing people that's sitting empty because a couple of bureaucrats in Sacramento would rather see these girls stay on the streets than with a Catholic organization.
And there, by the way, the number in the city of San Diego where this home is, I believe it's between 4,000 and 8,000 women and girls are sex trafficked through this city every single year. And because the Catholic beliefs of this charity don't allow them to violate their conscience and take these girls to get transgender hormones or go to procure an abortion, the state of California would rather these sex trafficked girls who've been raped up to 10 times a day continue to suffer. It's truly an awful, awful thing. But now you're going to get a response to the application within the next couple of weeks. The judge postponed a full hearing until March 6th of 2020 next year. What's your response to that?
I'm cautiously optimistic the government's going to do the right thing. They're in a very difficult position here because on the one hand, I think that they recognize the importance of helping these young girls, but on the other hand, they have a few bureaucrats in Sacramento that they have to defend now who are using this as an opportunity to advance a political agenda. And I'm cautiously optimistic we'll work this out. If we can't, the judge made it clear we can reapply for another temporary restraining order before March, but otherwise, we'll see them in court in March. And we're going to pursue this, and we're going to fight vigorously to make sure that CIH is protected, that these girls can be saved, and that